And I'm very pleased here because we have some of the participants to be interviewed regarding the knowledge and skills that they have gained from this training in relation to ASEAN Enabling Master Plan. So first of all, would you mind to introduce yourself?
Very nice to meet you. And my name is Yu. The full name is Yu Yatu. I'm a representative from the Myanmar. Yeah, I'm also working for the Disabled People Organization.
Hello, you.
My name is Tapiu Wei. I come from Myanmar. I'm working in Myanmar Independent Living Initiative. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So I wonder, what do you think the most important skills about communicating the key messages when it comes to the implementation of the ASEAN Enabling Master Plan?
For the advocating to the government, the skill we need, firstly, we need the communication skill, good communication skill and good presentation skill. Because we need to advocate to the government. We can facing the very limitation. So if we are expecting communication skill and presentation skill, we will discuss and we will advocate effectively. Yes.
As Pew mentioned, in my understanding, the advocates they use different types of the strategies when they advocate to the government and the targeted stakeholders. I think that the communication skills is also very how can I say, the critical skills because of the not only the verbal communication, it also included the letter, to send the official letters, or the in-person meeting. We have to diplomatic use the diplomatic way, and another skills one is a stakeholder analysis. When we advocate to the respective stakeholders, what we would like to have and what we would like to have, and what is our goals. So to reach our goals and to reach the effective how can I say, the outcome, so impact, we have to use the right stakeholders. So yeah, this is one of the important skills. And another one is analytical skills is also the important. I think that because of the we have to decide the priority area to when we participate in the disability movement, or the how can I say that, to advocate, we have to decide the prioritized area, because of the we still left behind in the many area like education, job, and others many areas we still left behind our person with disability. So we have to decide the prioritized area. We cannot advocate once in many things, right? So we have to set up the goal. And then another the rest one is I think that the decision making is skills. Decision making skills is also important skills for the advocacy to especially for the master plan. Because of the decision making skill is also when we negotiated to the stakeholders, they how can I say that they may deny our convince, or they may deny we have to the compelling argument. At that time that we have to decide it how can I say that, at once. So decision making skills are also important.
In your daily work, you work with disability rights advocates from across the region to develop message about the master plan. What do you think the most the strongest key message that would be heard by your government?
Based on our country, the message which were relevant to our country is promote the right of person with disability by master plan. Because our government has to promote the right of disability, but they have many other priority tasks for the country. So if they want to promote, we need to have, and we need to introduce the way of how to participate, how to implement the master plan. So this key message is more relevant for our country.
Yes, not only our Myanmar government. I think that we are the ASEAN country are the same culture and the same difficulties because of the we are the in ASEAN region, ASEAN member countries, a developing country. So our governments, they are facing the many limitations like a budget and like a human resource and technical support or something like that. So during the training, we learned a lot about the master plan and why the master plan is important and who are the stakeholders and how the government is important role to implement the master plan. So I believe that we have many, how can I say, the policy documentations since the previous decade. Many, there's an interest strategy or the Bali Declaration or something like that. But we still left behind. How can I say that we cannot participate in the fully participation in the, how can I say, the developing materials or we cannot access to the many area like IT, like education or something like that. So to reach our goal and to implement the master plan, we DBO also important roles. Have a DBO also have a responsibility. So today is the last day of the training and. The representative from each countries are ready, trying to be ready to implement the master plan and to support our respective government to officials. The master plan be more the meaningful inclusion for everyone in ASEAN members and the ASEAN members country. So it can fill up I believe that it can fill up the gap for the effective implementation of the three main ASEAN pillars. I mean, it's not only for the socio-cultural pillar, also for the political and the economic pillar.
What is the most important lesson that you learned from other peers in this training?
The participants, we all in ASEAN, we all come from different countries. But the same is our goal is to implement the master plan. It's the same. And then we learn from them the different strategy to advocate the government. Then the creative activities which was discussed by them yesterday. Yes, I have learned the molding, the strategy, the activity, and the ways how to advocate the government and other stakeholders. Yes.
We DBO in ASEAN countries have same situations. Even Thailand and Indonesia is more developed than the other ASEAN countries. But the same things is the challenges but we learn during the training the different strategies to advocate to our respective how can I say the stakeholders and some are I believe that they mean is the participants are all the really experienced the experienced person in a disability movement and also about on the master plan and so we learn a lot in briefly we learn a lot different strategies to advocate to our respective government.
So thank you.
Yeah, thank you also. Yeah.